Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Evan Better Presents. Today, we are going to be doing the beginning of our Let's Play of Prison Architect. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I do have to apologize a little bit because when I was recording this, I screwed up my mic settings, so you may be able to hear me in the background talking a different voiceover than what I'm saying right now. So just ignore that if you can hear it. Alright, so we're going to start it off. First thing, we're going to get all of our grants in order, because we're going to definitely need all of our money. We're not doing one of the larger maps at this point. This is just going to be a small one. I figure, let's do it upright. Let's do the minimum amount of map space we can, and then be forced to expand our prison as it grows. So we'll see how things go. So we're going to start it off here. Let's build a fence. Or we're going to be planning it all out, you know. I want to plan out exactly where everything's going to be going before we get right into it. This is why the planning tool is there, so that you can make sure that you get everything right. So first thing we're going to build this fence here, just because the deliveries area is where the prisoners are dropped off. And when I first started playing this, there was a lot of guys that just darted right out of there. They realized they could escape, so they did. Next, of course, we're going to need an entrance. And if you've seen my other videos of my first prison, Belle Reve, you'll know that I have a particular structure that I like to do to this. I'm going to make sure that we give ourselves plenty of space for the deliveries area and garbage area, because those do become major areas for drop-offs of prisoners. Sometimes you might get 30 at a time. You definitely need to have the space for it. Now we've got to select where we're going to be putting, you know, how we're going to lay the structures out. Do we put the cells at the top, at the bottom? You know, the biggest decision, of course, is this area right here, the cantina. The canteen. Now, being a smaller map, we can't make it quite as large as Belle Reve. But a large canteen is very important because, as you guys know, you can only have one canteen that it functions properly. If you try to do more than one, you'll end up with not exactly the proper amount of space. So very important that we that we build the proper area here. Change the deliveries area to make it a little bit bigger. So we're going to try and structure it out here. This is our main hallway. This is what we're going to be, the main corridor. Everything will be attaching to this corridor here. We can plan for the workshop, offices, all in this area here maybe. Let's just get the administrative buildings out of the way. Oh, okay, let's try that again. Yeah, so we're just gonna build a couple of offices at the moment because we don't need more than 5. 6 is required if you have the lawyer, but you can't have the lawyer at this point because he doesn't serve a function. So we're not going to include an office for the lawyer. Alright, so let's plan out. We got the offices over there. That's going to be the canteen. I'm going to put the cell blocks up top. We'll try for 3 of those. And in this area here, you know, we'll build the kitchen and maybe the workshop. This is definitely where the kitchen is going to be, right here. You need to have a big centralized kitchen because, as you might know, you can't have multiple kitchens because it just doesn't work right. So we're going to build the kitchen in there, visitation area, holding cell in this area here. You know, maybe that'll be the visitation area, that'll be the holding cell, the bigger one there. Storage space, of course, you need to have that near the kitchen because that's where the workmen are going to hang out, that's where the extra food and stuff's going to hang out. Now need a corridor to get over towards the deliveries area so that chefs can have access. It's very important to make sure that you got a lot of space for that. Or, sorry, a direct space to the deliveries area for the kitchen guys. And some doors here for the offices, or corridors, access to the doors. Now that, have we got, I don't know if we've got everything covered here. Power supply and stuff will go right there, in this room, in this area. So we'll put it right there somewhere like that. Oh. And this will power the kitchen and our first cell block, perhaps. If we require a second power supply, we can always put one in. Now, the canteen's got to be right here, so it's got to be big enough to hold a lot of prisoners because it's going to serve as the eating area of the entire prison. And we're going to build again security checkpoints. So the prison cells, or the prison blocks, the cell blocks will be up here, and they'll connect down to the main corridor with a security checkpoint hallway. You may have seen those in the Bell Riff prison that I made. It's basically an area that prevents the prisoners from getting back to their cells without passing through a checkpoint. Kind of a corral. So we'll try for 3 cell blocks given the space we have to work with here. Alright, so we're going to try and make these a little bit more similar in space, in size. And then we'll just work with it from there with the best that we can. So the hallway is definitely going to go continuous across. That way, if we need to, we can always expand outward. I don't really know how much space we have to work with here, but we're running out of time. We only got 17 minutes before the prisoners show up, so let's build that. Let's get those workers building that perimeter fence at the beginning there. And we'll expand upon that afterward, but right now we got to make sure we have a place for the prisoners to be dropped off in, or else they're going to be showing up in 17 minutes, and we're not going to have anything built yet. So let's just try and even this out. Make these all a similar size. Alright, we got a little bit more space on the right here. I think we can go more than 29 meters each. So what do we got there? We got 31 meters on that one. So we'll subtract a meter there. That gives us 2 of 30 meters, but if we expand it out one more than that, so there's 30 and 30, and this should be 29. Okay, so if we expand it out that way there, that should give us a 30 and a 30 and a 30, I hope. Yeah, so now they're all 30 meters in width. Okay, so now we've got our space. So we can put the security stations down here, infirmary, workshops, other stuff down here. So we're going to connect these 3 cell blocks with a security hallway, like I was saying. And then we'll build the common rooms and the other things of necessity in the area as well. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 too many. Just want it before 4 across. Okay, so that's going to be the security checkpoint there. That'll lead from the cell blocks. That way, they can never get back to their cells without going through one of those things. And then we'll build the infirmary over here, maybe. I'm not really sure. Alright, well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get these guys at least starting to build something here. Because the guards are going to be showing up real soon. Or the prisoners are. So we'll get these guys to start building that at least, now that they've done the perimeter fence. And once they have the main corridor entrance built, we'll get them build this as well. That way we can at least get a cell block built. Okay, we're going to have to wait on that one. We probably can't build it on the edges because of the fact that that's expansion area. So we're going to have to subtract a meter from each one of these. Shit. Well, that's not any good because now we got one cell block that's 29 meters and the other 2 are 30. I guess there's nothing we can do about that. Alright, so that's nice and centered. We got the construction guys building pretty good right there. Let's lay this foundation here. We gotta wait for these idiots. Okay, so we'll just wait for them to build that stuff there. We'll get a couple more workmen involved here. 2, 3, 4. 4 more workmen there. Let's see if we can't get the get some of these administrative areas built. No, we're gonna build it out. Okay, yeah, so we'll expand it out a little bit more there. There's no reason not to use up the space. Okay, so we're gonna build the offices, administrative stuff all over here. Power supply is gonna go in there, and then we got storage, maybe visitation, kitchen, hallway. And we'll worry about the fence afterward. We can always fix that with the foundation. We put the foundations, and we can always fix that. Not a big deal. So these guys have got this done, but of course, it'll never complete until we put in a... We got to put a door in there, or else that won't go. Stupid, stupid fucking rules. Pardon my language. It's very frustrating to have to go through this bullshit. No, can't put it there. Okay, so we're gonna just bulldoze the... No, we can't do that. Frustrating. Okay, well, what do they need me to do here? I gotta build this somehow. All right, so we'll try and put in a wall. We'll demolish this fence section. Someone will be so kind to come over here. And we'll demolish that, and we'll send over this worker. He can get that ripped down, and we'll replace this with a wall. And then we'll put in a door here, and hopefully that foundation will lay itself. Stupid foundation. Alright. There we go. And they're finishing it up now. So we'll put in our main door, our main entrance door right there. Okay. Come on, work. Again, I apologize about the other audio track you might be able to hear. I didn't have my microphones correctly set up, and the webcam microphone was picking up the audio, and my headset microphone should have been. But hopefully this track here will be loud enough that you guys can deal with it. So I'm really hoping that these idiots will plant this foundation in a second. I don't know what. Yeah, okay, build the last support beam, guys. Come on. All right, last support beam. And come on now. I really need this to build, guys. You guys got to help me out here. So we're just going to put another door, just like right here. That way, there's no reason they can't just get through. So hopefully this will be built in a second. Come on, guys. You got to get this thing, down. So there goes a guy. We're down to like 9 minutes, 10 minutes before the prisoners arrive, and we don't even have anything built. We have a hallway built. So hopefully that door is gonna get that. Okay, good. There. All right. The first piece of the foundation is now laid. All right. So that wasn't exactly what I was hoping for right there. We'll just demolish that. Okay. So they're gonna delete that. We've got the access door. Let's get rid of that. Planning. All right. So that's now built. Now we have our main corridor there. We're just gonna get rid of that there. Let's get the main cell block foundation built because, like I said, we only got 9 minutes before they show up. Hopefully these guys will get that built nice and quick. Alright, we gotta go faster. Alright, so they're putting the lights in. That's good. It's nice to see the lights actually centered in the hallway for once. So often... Hopefully when they give us the next couple of alpha builds here, they'll fix it so that you can't always select the lights after the building has been built. Maybe you have to do it in utilities mode or something like that, because it's very frustrating to have lights get in the way of security cameras or doors, or they get placed automatically inside of walls. Like, it's some stupid nonsense. Anyway, let's build the administrative area. In the hallway. No, you know what? I'm just gonna forget doing it that way. I'm just gonna delete that because those guys are gonna be doing a really slow job up there. It's probably better to build this quickly before these prisoners show up. Okay, so we're just going to put a door up here because this will be the main entrance into our prison for visitation, released prisoners, hopefully. They'll go out that way. Okay, so they're building that section there. Yeah, I'm going to get them to build this entire big section right here. It'll be better if they just build this whole big part. And that way I can just coordinate it off with walls afterward. I don't have to do this. So I got to stop them before they start building there. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to build this whole big section here. Like this. It's 30, there we go. 3360. All right, so then now that we have this, now that we've made this a little bit bigger, we'll pull the canteen down lower. All right, so next we're gonna build up, make sure we have a door here to connect this room here to that one. And let's see what else we gotta do here. Okay, 4 minutes. We're never gonna have the prison cells built in time for these guys to show up, but hopefully they will. They'll stay in the delivery area pretty calmly. What's keeping this thing from building? Come on. Come on. Plant it. I don't have a lot of time here, guys. I really hope I don't have to frickin' replant the foundation. That's a big annoyance. Okay, good. This place has been built. Good. Okay, they're starting on the main administrative building. That's good. All right. Now they're moving. Beautiful. Okay, good. So we're just going to bring the foundation or the canteen perimeter down a little bit further just to take advantage of the extra space we've got there. All right. So I don't know why that's not building up there, but hopefully it's just because they're taking their sweet ass time getting around to other things. Okay, what do we do here? Alright, so we got 2 minutes till the prisoners show up. We really got to get this thing built. I don't know what the hell their issue is. I don't know why they can't get around to doing it. But we'll see what happens here. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to put the doors in there. Those are going to be our offices there. Come on, plant! Finish that last piece. I can see the beam that's missing, you jackass. Get up there. There he is. He's going now. But, like, why are these two other guys just standing around? Look, there's one beam to place. And it has to be one guy to do it? Who cares? Just get her done. Okay, is it built? Also, they gotta work on that. Like, when those big foundations plant, it lags everything up pretty good. Alright, so that'll be where the main door is. All right, so let's get this little connecting hallway built, and the kitchen, and the canteen. All right, so we're gonna build this right there, and then this will be our holding cell. Ugh, we gotta wait till that first part's finished. Okay, let's see. Get the lights installed, guys. This guy's putting the doorway in, and they screwed the doorway up a little bit. No, it's okay. Alright, so let's plan out our cells. We don't have as much space as we had in Belle Reve, so I don't think we can get away with a 3x3 cell. I think we're going to have to go for a more traditional 3x2. Alright, so we're going to do the same kind of layout. It's going to be a large shower in the center with cells on the outside perimeter. Common room at the back or something like that. So we don't have anything to do about here now. We got to put some guards down. The prisoners are showing up right now. Let's get the first cell up, or at least get the layout going here. Okay. Alright, we've got all of our cells placed. Okay, one more. Well, maybe we'll make that a bigger cell or solitary confinement. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think we can probably make 2 solitary confinement cells there at least. So we'll see how things work out. I've yet to decide. Well, these guys get the lights planted. Okay, we'll put another cell right here. Follow the same kind of size. There we go. There we go. 4. We'll put the big shower in the center, perhaps. I guess. Yeah, we'll put we'll have the cells going up the sides here, and then a big shower right in the middle. And that way we can have a big access right to the exit, so they can go straight from their cells to the shower to the exit without a lot of problems. So 4 and 5. Now we'll leave that as the common room up there, perhaps, and then the big shower in the center like that. Just enough to make sure we have one for every guy that's in here. And we'll copy this exact same layout on this side here. Now, a lot of you guys will think that building a huge cell block with like 100 cells in it would be a good idea. Well, it's not. I'll tell you right now why it's not. Okay, you need more guards to patrol it. You need to make sure the prisoners are interacting better. It's much easier to keep a cell block like this. Like we've got 2. We're going to build 3 cell blocks of the same size. Much easier to manage with like 3 guards. Trust me. It's foolish to build them the other way. So that's 2 cell, 3 cell, 4 cell, 5 cell. All right, so now we've got our inmates here. We got to build an entrance over here so they can build this part. All right, so the fence is in the way of the wall. We'll fix that later. We'll just replace that. So in the meantime, let's get this built. We'll go right there. Let's lay the foundation of that. All right, so we got to build a door on this part here first. Okay, build the door over to that. All right, let's lay the foundation for our holding cell now. So at least these 8 guys we have right now will have a place to go in the meantime, and then we'll figure it out from there. All right, we're doing pretty good with money. $64,000 at the moment. We should be able to get this finished pretty much without any trouble. So we'll get back to laying. We'll get back to laying the foundation here. Or sorry, not the foundation, but the walls. So we need to get these cells built because in another 21 minutes we've got another bunch of guys showing up here. So we probably should get around to getting this stuff finished. All right. Yeah. So we got 5. 22 cells. We can probably fit another 2 cells right here without really causing an issue. So we'll build another 2 cells right here. Just like that. And leave that entranceway there into the shower. It's smaller, but there'll really only be like guys going from the common room into that, or those back 2 cells perhaps. Okay, so, and then the shower will be this big area right here. Now, you guys might think that's a little bit too big, but, like, we could probably fit 2 more cells pretty easily in here. I think it's better, though, to leave a nice and big open space for that shower. Trust me, like, I think it's much easier to deal with things. So we'll get the foundation laid for this next section, our holding cell. Okay. So, now hopefully they'll get around to building that. And let's get the cells all built. In the meantime, Christ, we need to get our warden and offices and shit going here too, and our power plant. So let's get our power facility up and going here. So leave space around the edge for the capacitors. Okay. 3 capacitors right now. And let's lay some power line. Well, first let's get the offices laid out here. We don't want to give them too many jobs at the same time. They'll never get around to doing it. Okay, 1, 2, wall. There we go. Alright, we need to have a place for the warden to overlook everybody, you know, where he's dropping bitch slaps on these clowns. You know, okay, so that's we got to make sure that we got a good place for the warden there. You know, he's got to have a good office where he's going to sit back and he's going to pass judgment on all of these poor souls in his confinement. You know, and eventually, guys, we will stop accepting normal criminals and we'll accept nothing but high-risk bastards, you know, because they're a lot more fun to deal with when they're kicking ass and taking names in the shower time, you know, in the funny business. I think we'll stick with only soap that comes out of a bottle, not any kind of bar that could be dropped, prevent any funny business going on in the shower, you know. Unconsensual man-on-man love is not pure. So, let's see what happens here. Okay, so let's plan out the shower. Oh, there's our power plant up. And we'll get the regime and everything else figured out soon enough. Don't worry about that. But I think we're going to call it right here for right now. And then we will continue on in part 2.